Your net worth to the world is usually determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones. Benjamin Franklin. Well, my friends, your good habits, that is spending 10 to 15 minutes each and every day planning and investing in your future. And that is by learning how to follow stock trends. It is not rocket science, but it takes that dedication each and every day, just a few minutes. You will learn by doing. Practice trade all you can. Take the daily videos that are in the emails we send you every day. If you've not signed up free at chartingwealth.com, you need to do so. We will send you out each and every day the video that you are watching or the audio that you're listening to now, along with a training in there. And of course, always access to our Patreon membership where you'll get my book, that was my first book, Charting Your Way to Wealth. Second book, new and improved, completely different version, and it is Three-Wave Trading Advantage. Let's jump into these charts. The only thing that's up for the day, remember yesterday everything was up? Well, the S&P 500 is barely up today, 0.01%. Let's look at where we are. As we look at the weekly chart, we see what? This is what I see. I see that we have a green up candle reaching a higher high. I see that by Thursday, at the close of the market, we are almost at average volume, which portends well for the ending of a strong week. As we look at the Wednesday-Thursday candle, we can see it's a decent candle rising higher. Not quite average volume, but again, getting up there, you can see that we haven't had average volume on the half-day chart since the afternoon of Monday, August the 11th. And again, it is a decent week so far. Have reached a higher high, just barely up for the day, 0.01%, but we are still strong. Well, we're still long, let's put it that way. We could be stronger as far as the directional probability goes. Backtest accuracy is okay. And we are still long, expecting further up movement as we look at the S&P 500. Now, the NASDAQ 100, again, it's really just about flat. Yes, technically down 0.08%. And where does that leave us? Well, about the same as the S&P. Higher high this week. Volume's great for a Thursday. Look at on the 2-day. We are up to average volume there. And again, we see where things are fluxing. Looks like a little down movement in the morning and not as much in the afternoon. Like I said, it's about flat. Technically down 0.08%. We are still long on the NASDAQ 100. In fact, our percentage probability is a little higher on continued up movement on the NASDAQ as opposed to the S&P 500. And of course, Patreon members, if you will look at your 5-day ETF trading analysis and execution plan, you will see listed there a directional probability prediction on all 5 of the ETFs we follow. The best trade entry point, strategic profit exit point, expected price move, backtest accuracy, how we come up with that, key patterns on the candlesticks, time frame differences and agreements, and the trade execution instructions. Again, we're not a stock calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to follow these charts with us and learn by doing. Practice trading doesn't cost you anything but the time you invest. Let's look at TLT, 20-year U.S. government bonds. They're pulling back 0.74%. We can see where we've seesawed through the weekly trend line on the half day, then up and then back through again today. So it was down and through on Tuesday, up on Wednesday, back down on Thursday. We have a weak week this week, a green spinning top. We're already up to average volume. That red volume only means it opened lower than the prior close, but that is a signal to us. You can see that we have a doji on the 2-day chart. Lots of indecision sitting right there on the weekly trend line. So again, we'll see if indeed we do have things go red on the spinning top. That is one of our best portends of a reversal. Haven't had that happen yet, but we will keep an eye on it for Friday. What about gold? Gold down 0.63%. we are just a little down on gold. We are, of course, short on bonds at this point. But again, I'm not making that call yet. I am seeing that in the analysis and the numbers that we ran. Gold is down also just a little more than a coin toss. There's nothing in this gold chart that would make me go long or short because it's giving us no, look at that. We have a flat, almost flat trend line. Horizontal trend line's about as good as a dead body in getting anything done. So we're waiting for gold to eventually send us some signal. It popped up in the morning on Wednesday and then, of course, died on Thursday. Moved back through the weekly trend line, if you can call it that, on the half-day chart. Sitting right on it on the 2-day chart. Same on the weekly chart. Let's look at where we are on Bitcoin. After Bitcoin booming earlier in the week, reaching higher highs, it has pulled back down 3.94% on Thursday. After booming up for many days, you can see on the half-day chart when Bitcoin started stroking up back on Wednesday, the 6th of October. Big up move on Monday, decent up move yesterday, and pulling back and taking back a lot of that. Not hitting where it started on Monday yet, but did pull back pretty strong. However, I don't think we're going to get to average volume this week. We didn't last week on the weekly chart. We have not much of a trend line there. As far as our directional probability, we are still decently up, decently bullish. Backtest accuracy is okay. So again, we'll continue to keep an eye on Bitcoin. That's primarily from the green up candles for 6 days, the high of highs this week, the strong up move starting last Wednesday, the 6th of August, and only ending today. So again, we are still long on Bitcoin. That is where we are, folks, as we end the day. I'm going to put a special training at the end of today's video for you. Please look for it. And it is, what do you do after paper trading? It's what we call fractional trading. You'll get a kick out of it if you're ready to take the next step and start putting your toes in the water with some real money. We're talking about very small amounts of real money, but it'll let you learn how to enter, exit a trade, how to set up a good till canceled sell order, all the things you need to be able to do so that when you do get comfortable and want to start really trading, you have those skills for entry and exit and how to deal with your trading platform, whatever it might be. They all work very similarly. They have their own little quirks, but you need to understand how to do it. And this is a very inexpensive and effective way to do it. So take the training on fractional trading. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.